One more time.
Yo! It's the freaking Frack Show, a podcast for the fans by
This
the
is the
fans.
freaking Frack Show, a podcast for the fans by the fans.
Freaking Frack Show, a podcast for the fans by the fans.
All right, guys, you're watching the freaking Frack Show podcast for the
fans by the fans.
Love you. I'm back, but back. We're back.
Yeah. Okay, man. So our video got blocked. That was pretty fun. Yeah, we had the amazing intro, amazing countdown, amazing intro, and then we received the notice that hey, we just cut everybody off and blocked your video completely around the entire nation and world.
The craziest thing, it went like ding, 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 ding.
Yeah,
ding, ding,
I saw like, I was like, 15, 12, 4, 1, 0. I was like,
yeah.
Oh, this ain't good. How's everybody doing tonight? Thank y'all so much for joining us on the show. Surprise pop-up show is what we call this. Surprise check-in and make sure everybody's doing good. No, we're not going to have this huge audience, tonight, and that's absolutely okay. We're so glad for all those who actually are here tonight and who joined us. I know we just lost some people. Hopefully Alejandro comes back.
Yeah, let us know where you guys are watching from. Same routine as always. You know, where are you watching from? What time is it there? How's your week been? Type of deal. This is like a midweek hitter. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
We're halfway there, baby. We're halfway there. Let's go.
Alejandro said, wait, we good.
So we have had a lot going on this past year, and we've had a lot of requests to have a sit down with just the guys, just Caleb and I, and to talk. You know, I mean, it's been a while since we've done one of these, but like we've said in the beginning, we wanted a huge march. We wanted a big march, and I think we had one.
Yes, we had our 1 year anniversary in March. We promised multiple celebrities and talent coming to the show. I think we fulfilled that request or that promise, because I think we promised. And it was a great time. Coming into April, we still have a lot of things coming to the show. It's been a great ride for a whole year, man. We had some amazing friendships form, incredible fan base, just the best of the best family when it comes down to a podcast and the fans and the host,
Yeah, man, watching it grow has been kind of mind blowing to me, actually. Yeah, I guess that's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Watching these clips that you put together from, our 1 year show, watching the one that we did with Jeff and yeah, it was Jeff. And then the clip that you put together for that, I mean, I got emotional watching that. That was kind of a big deal.
Yeah. I was really very, very emotional. Even like just us looking back, because recently I just started watching the old episode videos again. It had been a while since I watched the beginning and watched the first couple episodes, and it's crazy how far we've come, man.
Yeah.
It's been pretty insane. I mean, 37 episodes in a year for this kind of production where we go from phones to, 720p webcams to Sony CX mirrorless cameras.
Yeah. If that's what they're called, I don't know. Yeah. You just sent it to me and I'm like, this looks awesome.
Sony A5100 CX, man. Incredible, man. Shout out to everybody who's here, especially these late night people. We really appreciate you guys staying on and just being a part of the show. We see the comments right now. We see how you guys, what you guys are saying, and we appreciate you guys being here as late as it is in some of these places.
Yeah, it's 9 minutes past my bedtime, but we're rocking and we're rolling with the freaking Frack family.
Yeah, man. It's I've just been talking to everybody, man, and people are just really excited to be a part of the show, and people are looking forward to the future of the show, in fact, and we're definitely ready to reveal a bit of things to you guys, and little by little.
Yeah, pulling up the our shared calendar that we have and seeing who's on deck and who's up and coming for April is kind of a childhood dream come true. I guess that's a hint I can get.
Yes, yes. It's a really good hint without giving anything away, because everybody's going to think of certain individuals, and it could be. It could be.
Here's the thing, man. Let's just get into the heart of the conversation, right? Like people want to see Backstreet Boys on here. Yeah, we've had we've had one. We've had a Backstreet Son on here, and that's obviously the goal. Get as many of the five, and then all five together at the same time. But we are about the stories to be told from behind the scenes, like we did with Renee. That was amazing, dude. Hearing what went into that, that's crazy.
Yeah, and Renee was such a great guest. We've had quite a bit of guests, and for those who haven't seen, we definitely absolutely recommend checking out those episodes, especially if you're fans of 98 Degrees or Dream Street, and different things like that. But we've definitely had, stories being told on this podcast, and that was because we came in, with an open invitation to a lot of these people, and we reached out and, explained our cause and our reasoning behind this podcast. And we didn't get much of any no's, which was really exciting.
I think my favorite story out of the Renee episode was the Red Velvet Rope, how they came with Janet's album title.
Yeah.
And it was about all the fans. That's insane. I didn't know that. That's wild.
It's crazy, man. I mean, it's Renee was very entertaining, and I had learned so much because I wasn't really familiar with his work or with his aspect of the things that he does. So I really enjoyed getting down and talking to him and getting to know him on a more personal level than what most people could say was possible, Yeah. And it's all because of, thanks to this podcast, of course.
I enjoyed the Andy episode too. I mean, I enjoyed all of them, but I mean, we're just kind of backtracking and going through them. The Andy episode blew my mind, dude. Like I was
talking about another Andy.
No, I was literally like shocked with a lot of her stories that she told, man, like about Dr. Dre and Eminem and just everybody she's worked with was insanity.
And she's so very, very sweet, man. Very, very sweet. We remain in contact today, just a very all around sweet person, man.
Yeah. The work she does is like a dream job, right? I mean, is that what everybody wants to do?
I wish I had that job. Going over to Danny Wood's house and filming and stuff. I'm like, that'd be like a dream for me. Like, yeah, let's do it, but no, it's okay.
I wonder, do you imagine she goes on tour with them, right? Didn't she talk about going on a bunch of the,
Yeah. She goes to like pretty much all the shows.
Man, that's
every year.
Getting paid to go on tour. That's pretty cool, man.
Man, it's work, but you also got to love it, man.
Yeah. And I think that's something that you said when we introduced her was, she's a fan first, or, talking about when fangirling becomes your profession, like that's wild.
Yep. It is, man. And we've had we've had a lot of crazy things go on with the podcast too, man, in the last year, and we've had a lot of opportunities. We've obviously one of the biggest things is we upgraded the equipment to be more professional, including our lovely stickers, which are posted everywhere and on anybody and everybody's car in Morgan City. But we upgraded our microphones, we upgraded our cameras, our lighting, and that way we can actually have a just a real clean professional image. So when we do ask people to come on, no matter who they are, they look at this and say, these guys are actual professionals,
Yeah, I think that's what helps gain the audience too. You know, people pop on thinking, because there's thousands, hundreds of thousands of podcasts out there, right? And a lot of them are just audio, right? And that's okay.
Especially during the pandemic.
Yeah, people popped up out of the weeds. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was, you know, we did too, but we sprouted into a sunflower.
The caterpillar became the butterfly.
Yep. It's true, man.
No, and I think that's what's helped us progress, you know, I mean, because going back to, you know, people requesting the Backstreet Boys being on the show and all that, you know, that, like we've said to people that ask, there's 5 of them. That's it. So you get 5 episodes, then you get the 6th with the guys, right?
Yep.
What happens then? Then where do you go, you know?
Yeah. Is that when we should start getting guests? Because, you know, there is no time. There is no right or wrong time to put someone on a show. That's what I learned in the last few weeks, especially. If people decide to come on to our platform, we need to have that open door policy.
Yeah.
You know, because if we don't, you know, I mean, one thing I know for sure, talking to different people I know in the industry, people know about us, and this is the truth. People know that we're open to a lot of things. You know, people's like, well, Dream Street's 20 years ago. Well, Dream Street is relevant to me even today. Their music resonates to me today. And if something can be 20 years old, if Curtain Call with Eminem can be 20 years old and resonates to me today, then it's got me, you know. It doesn't matter how old people are or, you know, how long they did that one, let's just say one hit wonders, you know, which I don't think we've had any of those on the show, but, you know, but I'd be open to it because
Lou Bega.
Oh man, dude!
You say one hit wonder, I think Lou Bega.
Man, I just think of one hit wonders because, you know, those one hit wonders like created an amazing song. You know, everyone says Vanilla Ice is a one hit, but I'm like, you haven't heard, you know, Go Ninja Go or, you know, his other stuff. But
I
you
love
know
that song.
But he would absolutely like to get him on the show would be a dream. I know it's the craziest thing. He's a rapper, you know, white boy 90s rapper, you know, is what people refer to him as. And but to have him on the show, you want to talk about stories? He would have stories.
Yeah, dude, because he started like remodeling homes and stuff, right? Like he started doing that. That's a crazy story too in itself, you know?
Yeah, like what made him do that? You see that? I don't know. You know, so I want to get him on the show to ask him.
How'd you get from point A to point B? That's what I want to know.
How can you still do those same songs you done when you wrote them at 16, 17 years old, you know, and still do the dances today? Like not full on, you know, the way he used to do, but he still got his moves.
Yeah, you bet, man. Greg from Dream Street, he said it's like muscle memory, right? Like they do it and do it and do it and do it and do it until you don't forget.
Oh yeah, not at all, man. It takes work, but once it's implanted in your brain, oh man, it's difficult to leave, you know.
Yeah, I'd love to get like the Chili Peppers or like somebody from Linkin Park or, you know, I mean somebody like that, because I read the Red Hot Chili Peppers, their lead singer Anthony Kiedis' book Scar Tissue. Mm-hmm. I've read it like 3 different times, and that is insanity. That is a crazy story, dude. Crazy.
They've been on a journey. Just listening to their music, they've been through some stuff.
Yeah, I went to a Chili Peppers concert up here in Omaha, and up until the Backstreet Boys show, that was the biggest performance production I've ever seen, dude. It's insane. Just the way that they work the stage, man, you know?
Man. Yeah, I've seen performances of theirs, and they're pretty much perfectionists, and you know, they would be incredible. Any of them would be incredible. You know, which brings us to another point is like, even if we can get, let's just say like Red Hot Chili Peppers guitarist.
Yeah.
He's got a story to tell. Like, we might not be able to get someone immediately who's like front of the line band member, but it's not even about that. You know, because those guitars, those drummers, they all have a story to tell, you know? Some,
maybe even the craziest stories.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, because you see, like Miss Sharon said, Creed. I would love to get Scott Stapp on here. First of all,
Creed
to
would be
sing,
sick.
maybe our
Yeah.
theme song.
That'd be dope. Well, apparently we need a new countdown. So if he has got a
Yeah.
5 minute countdown in his head, that'd be cool.
5, 4.
I think that goes back to just the Renee thing. Like, obviously we want AJ, yeah, but
Sure.
I like knowing what happens shooting the Chances video. That was so cool. That was so cool.
Yes, because no one knew. I mean, there were. I don't think there's any kind of behind the scenes footage or anything like big or revealing. I mean, Miss Sharon said Max Martin. Who that guy's got stories.
Oh goodness gracious!
I-
Somebody posted a video about them starting up in Europe. Gosh dang it! What is his name? Not Max Martin, but their producer. Anyways, it was the story about how music was getting made then over in Europe, and that sound, the Ace of Base sound, and Brian was on it throughout the 5 episodes or 6 episodes or whatever it was on. And that's the good stuff, man. That's the meat and potatoes. The Backstreet Boys have told their story over and over and over and over. And I'd love for you to come on and tell it here. Don't get me wrong.
Yep.
Open invitation whenever you're ready. I'll cancel whatever.
Absolutely.
But it's the behind the scenes stuff that nobody talks about. Like somebody just said Steve Aoki. Like that would be cool too.
Yes.
Dennis Pop. Thank you, Lori. Gosh, how did I forget that?
Oh yeah. No, okay. Yeah, and I mean, and that it's just very important to be open, because when it comes down to it, it's in order for us to do these episodes, we have to have content, and it's great for you and I to talk like this all the time, but like, we would be remixing it in a way with bringing other people on, and because like all these people we have brought on, like. I've wanted, actually every single one of them, I've wanted to know their stories, and I'm so thankful that they were absolutely willing. Didn't even ask us how much, like just, hey, absolutely love to come on a show. You guys have a lot of content, a lot of fans, and it's something that we want to bring to the fans.
Yeah, and I think that's something to point out too. The first 25 episodes or whatever that we did before Brian and Leanne came on, those conversations flowed. Those are good conversations that we had, and they were deep, and they were about things that people wanted to hear, and they were what people needed in a time when nothing else was happening.
Yep.
So.
And now we're just bringing a 5.0.
Yeah.
We're just remixing it, man.
Going back and watching those are kind of crazy.
Yes, I agree. It was very, very strange. It seems like it was forever ago.
It does, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Do you remember the Halloween H2O episode that we did?
Yeah, I do. Shout out to Alejandro. I remember he was there.
Yeah.
I think.
Ramen was there. Ramen.
Yep. It was just them two, right?
Yeah, it was a bro episode, and it was cool.
Yeah. We're definitely doing a bro episode soon. We don't have a lot of bros in this group. That's what I was telling Alejandro earlier. I said, man, I need a dude on this screen, man. I said, do a little wave for me, please. And because I mean, we got to include the bros. The bros that we do have, we got to hold on to them tight like this, man.
There was another guy that was watching our episodes, our lives when I first moved into this house. We were talking about Nick. I can't remember the guy's name.
Yeah. I remember. I don't know where he's at. Shout out if you're here.
Bobby.
Yeah.
That's who it is. Bobby.
Yeah, Mr. Bobby.
Yeah. We've done some incredible episodes, man. We've talked to some incredible people. Anna's episode was really cool too, man. Like learning about the Argentina.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart.
She's cool.
Yeah, I still message her every now and then. Yeah, probably once a month or twice a month, and just check in and see how she's doing.
Yeah, Anna's episode.
I try to
was
check in with
fun.
a lot of people, man. It's so important to do that kind of stuff and make sure everybody's doing okay. And I called Alejandro or we call him AJ, but I called AJ earlier. I think we must have talked for almost an hour.
Yeah, he's good people.
And I was like, yeah, I said, I think the show's going to start in like 10 minutes. I said, I think I should probably go ahead and get off and join Matt.
Yeah. So did you finish, how many times have you watched the Snyder Cut, speaking of AJ?
I think 6. I think 6 or might be 7 because I did watch it twice. Last weekend I watched it twice. I watched the black and white version because they added a new Joker, a couple of lines of the Joker scene, which is incredible. But yeah, I think it's been 7 now. Alejandro says 9 for him.
9 times.
So it must have been 7. Because
there's a whole bunch of new content in there.
Yeah, there was, dude. The movie was incredible. Okay, like at 4:00 in the morning, I called Alejandro because I saw he was online, and I was like, man, hopefully he's not sleeping. Nah, he was just watching the Snyder Cut.
Man, that's the dream, dude.
And he showed me his Batman and action figure collection and stuff. Legit.
I bet he's a big fan.
Yeah,
you think they'll do spinoffs like everybody's talking about?
I think Warner Brothers is really not about it. Warner Brothers has meant what they said. But hey, the Snyder Cut wasn't supposed to happen too. It might have taken 4 years, but it happened. So I guess we could say we'll see.
Yeah. Going back to Renee's episode, he was talking about AJ's new project, right?
Mm-hmm.
A new song and new music video, and I'm really hoping that Renee comes on to talk about shooting that video too, because it sounds like a special project. It sounds really neat.
It sounds large, huge, man.
Yeah, and
huge.
I'm guessing it'll have something to do with equality, and because I think I heard AJ talking about it a couple of months ago. How he got married in a wedding dress and all that, and how he's open to the whole situation, and the world needs to be open to that stuff too. And so I'm thinking that's what the song will be about. I don't know.
Yeah, man, I think it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be really as big as what Renee and AJ believe. I think it's gonna be great, man. I'm very much looking forward to that, and there's not much I'm looking forward to. But that one, I'm very much looking forward to it.
And then Nick's project, man. He's been on fire lately. He's been getting down, getting cut, getting ripped, getting in fit or getting in shape. There's something big happening.
Getting his Twitch 2.0.
Yeah. So what? He shut that down. He shut the first one down. Is that what's happening? I didn't get to catch up on it.
I think he's changing the name to Nick Carter instead of Nick Kid Pop or
Pop Kid Nick.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Shout out to Dave Lopez, who's here. He's a member of Flipside. Guys, that band is marvelous.
Yeah, I watched their StreamYards a lot too.
Dude, I do too, every single week. And Dave's like, hi, Caleb, which, I mean, we can go ahead and say it. My name is Caleb. I've been a fan of yours since, what's it been, 2007, I think. We need to get them on the show. I think it's time. Because
they've got a great story to tell.
We all know Flipside has a story, man.
Yeah, man. I was listening to some of their jams, and it's kind of like what I grew up. I didn't grow up to them. I didn't hear of them until you told me, but I grew up to that kind of music, that style of music, almost like a Linkin Park-ish type of where they got the rap with the rock. I don't know how to explain. Alternatives, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, and it's just unheard of, man. Like, look, I'll say this, when it comes down to Dave, there's nothing like that riff he does in Someday. Like,
such a good song.
And he used to do these streams, like, he used to do like a pre-stream before the Flipside family comes on, and he used to always like play his guitar. Man, look, the way he moves his fingers, man, I ain't trying to butter him up, but like, dude, that sound, even their newest stuff, man. They released Little Blue Heart, I believe it's called. And dude, like, Steve's voice on there. Dude, Flipside is just great. I wish more people would know who Flipside is, because when I tell them about Flipside and they don't know, I'm like, go listen to Someday and then talk to me after you're done after 3 minutes and 39 seconds.
And Angel's a good one too.
Angel, Happy Birthday. I mean, rapping about the guilt and the apology of aborting a baby.
Yeah.
Whoa. Unheard of now. Unheard of, man.
It's very Tupac-esque, where he was telling a story, like Brenda's got a baby, that kind of story.
Please accept my apologies. I wonder what you would have been. Would you been an angel or an angel of sin? Like, I mean, those lyrics, man, even today, man. Dave, we want to get you guys on the show, man. This is how it'll be right here. We would love to have you for sure. Have you guys for sure, man.
So it's one of those things that you've always said, if music makes you feel something, then it's good music. I that's really stuck with me lately.
Me too, man.
And I think that's what gives the music a length and years, is what I'm saying. Talked at the beginning of the show, I don't care if it's 20, 26, 30 years old. If it moved me, I'm going to listen to it today, because there's not a lot of music out now that moves me. I don't know.
And that's the thing. You see, like, especially when it comes to Flipside and all these other bands like that, like, I get super, super, super excited. Like when Steve says, hey, guys, or even Dave or Piper from Flipside, they say, hey, we have a new song coming out. I get giddy. I don't get excited for music unless, of course, it's Backstreet Boys or, someone that we love so much. But, like, Flipside is a band that I'm like... And look, Dave says he promises not to curse. We love you, Dave. We love you, buddy.
Yeah, it's got to have the music's got to move me in a way, whether that be move my emotions to tears, move my emotions to happiness, move my emotions to anger. There's music that, like some of the Tupac stuff, that angers me because of what was going on at that time, that's still relevant to today. It just, what's funny? Yeah. Tell me.
Bridget said maybe we should get him Dave to write a new theme song so we don't get booted during the live again.
It wasn't the theme song, it was the countdown.
Yeah, the
our
countdown,
theme song's fine.
Dave, we'll get you to, like, play for 5 minutes while a countdown goes on.
There you go. That sounds like the perfect idea. Yeah, 'cause we own the music to our theme song. We bought that outright a year ago, so we own that. We know that's
really,
good.
Really good. Yeah, Dave, you had missed on the first when we started a live. Everything was good for about 3 minutes, 33 seconds. And then we got a notice they blocked our video and just cut it off because we were playing a beat, on our countdown.
He says, I'll hook you up.
They said, hey, we're locking you guys up. We turned off the video. Oh, thank you, man. That'd be awesome, man. Hey, man, look, we're collaborating with a member of Flipside.
Collaborate and listen.
It's my dream, man. My dream was to be on stage singing Someday and trying to rap Piper's part. Gonna lie, it ain't me.
So what do you think, man? You think tours are going to happen?
Tours. I would have a month ago. I would have said no, but things are actually, not. Now I'll say this: big tours, no,
yeah,
guaranteed no, because every single big tour, Maroon 5 is only doing outdoor events in their tour, and the rest is like postponed till next year.
That's crazy you bring that up, because that's why I brought it up, because they were they were supposed to perform here in Lincoln at the Pinnacle Bank Arena in August. Man. They didn't postpone it, they canceled.
Man, yeah, see, that's what they done. I think they canceled them, and then they're only doing the outdoors. I think that's how it's going.
Yep.
But I don't think big shows will be happening, because all the big shows, like the big names, all canceled or postponed till next year summer.
Yeah.
But the small shows, small venues, I'd say yeah. I would say yeah, but with restrictions.
Yeah. I man, maybe it'll be vaccinated shows. I don't know. I don't know what the world's gonna do, man. I have hope. I get my second one tomorrow, man. I'm nervous and fired up. Freaking Frack will be fully vaccinated.
Man, isn't that great?
Yeah, it feels good. I know I'm gonna feel like crud for 24 hours, but dude, if that's what it takes to get some kind of normalcy, I don't care how people look at it. It's not political to me anymore. I don't care. Okay, I don't care. I don't care what your guys' views are. It doesn't bother me.
and when it comes down to it, with these shows, it's like, Massachusetts brings me to my point right there, Miss Lori. Thank you. 12% capacity for concerts, like Live Nation said a couple weeks ago, if we don't have 100%, we're not hosting concerts.
Yeah.
Which I mean, hey, 40, 60, 75% does not pay, for the people involved in the production of these concerts. It doesn't pay. And I know that because I've talked to a lot of people who work on building stage, who are sound crew, for Britney Spears or even Backstreet Boys for the Vegas show. I knew the guy who was doing the sound mixing for them, and I know what they go and do, and I know what they make. And I'm telling you, like a 75% capacity will not produce the amount, even though it's 25% less. You think about those 25% less who might spend $50 to $100 a person buying those shirts, buying those merch. 25% of, it's a cut,
Yeah. And I think it was Brian and Leanne that talked about it. The artists are the last to get paid, you know? So that 25% is what's paying them to do your music. So, if they ain't getting paid, they ain't doing it, man.
It's really, really sad. It really is. And, I mean, I would hope, my biggest hope is to go back to concerts and, not live in fear, I guess you can say. But I would start off small. I really would. I mean, I have no interest in going to like Backstreet Boys today. Like, maybe in 6 months I'll feel better about it. But I've had too many people die lately due to coronavirus. And I don't want to. I don't want to go through all this every single month, So I'd rather just, be safe, wait it out. And when they say, hey, it's safe to go, we'll be there without a doubt.
Yeah, here's the thing. You go to shows and concerts to get away, to break away from reality, just kind of like how we do this show, to break away from reality, shut your mind off, right?
Sure.
I don't want to be stressed and tripping about is my life going to be, who am I going to infect type of deal? Is my life going to be shut down for 2 weeks? I can't shut down for 2 weeks. I can't.
Imagine if your job said, hey, if you go to concerts, you have to stay home for 2 weeks.
That's how it used to be, right? I mean, you used to have to quarantine.
That's right. And I could see that happening, Shout out to Miss Mercedes for being here from YouTube.
Hi, Mercedes. Big reunion at a BSB show when it's all clear. Yeah, I mean, whenever that is, I'm in.
Yeah, I mean, if David's here, I'd like to know, as from a musician's perspective, what he thinks when it comes down to, small shows and everything at this time or upcoming or anything too. I always like people's input who like work in a biz.
Yeah. I'm surprised that like Backstreet and those guys haven't done like live streams. Like everybody else is.
It's a shocker.
Yeah.
To me, I was thinking about that the other day, but then I was like, you know what? They got the Argentina concert, and that's as good as it's going to get, I think, live. And honestly, I know they're not at home practicing. I want to be with you, full on dancing. So I know they're not doing that. So they, that's going to be the hardest thing, is going back into it. Because you have to relearn everything. You got to learn where to stand, where to say, I see you, baby, even though you're just pointing at a random chair that no one's sitting in,
Shout out to Jenny Hendricks. What up, Jenny? She got mad that I didn't say hi. Hi, Jenny. Love you.
Ooh.
Yeah, somebody's in trouble.
Oh, you about to get a call.
Yeah, no, man, you're right. Like if say this is what we did for a living, right? We were on tour, we were doing this for 27, 28 years, and then all of a sudden for a year, we don't do it together, 5 of us. That would be hard. That'd be tough.
Yeah, it'd be extremely tough, man. I mean, you know, things are getting better. I find they are getting better, but we're not there yet. And I do think eventually we will be. I will say that. I do very much think we'll be back at concerts, and we'll be able to do a lot more with the fans, and instead of virtually, you know, we'll be there physically.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited, man. I don't know, like, I know Nebraska is releasing almost all the restrictions, and I know people, you know, Texas is releasing a lot of their restrictions if they haven't already.
Like, we don't believe in it. Let's go ahead and do it all.
This ain't real, boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So but what's crazy is like all my favorite comedians have all moved to. Oh, that was what I was going to bring up. Joe Rogan's doing a show October 11th here at the Pinnacle Bank Arena. We got front row, middle seats for it.
Come on.
He hasn't canceled or postponed. I mean, he postponed once. It was supposed to be September 11th of last year, but now it's set, man. It's all over the screens at Pinnacle Bank where I got my vaccine. It's broadcasted everywhere. I mean, as far as everybody knows, it's happening.
Man, that's crazy, man.
October's a while, though. You know, a lot can happen in October.
I mean, 2 months ago, you know, we were at 6,000 cases here, and now we're at 150, 200. So
that's wild.
From here now to October, a lot can definitely change.
Yeah.
For the good and for the bad, but I'm looking at the good.
Yeah.
You know,
I see it both ways, too. Yeah. A lot. I mean, if people get stupid about it, you know, a lot can happen. But if everything stays smart, you know, I mean, I'm just holding hope for Oklahoma concert. I mean, nobody said any different, you know?
Yep. Man, just got to hope for the best. And I think eventually, man, it'll come. It'll be good.
I just don't want what happened to the Taylor Swift concert to happen to the Backstreet concert, you know? Like, that's what I worry about.
Oh, yeah. Did you ever tell anybody what happened?
Yeah, so we bought tickets in 2019. My wife waited in virtual line to get tickets to go to Taylor Swift Festival in Boston at the Gillette, wherever the Patriots play, wherever that is. I should know it's my favorite team. Yeah, huge arena. And she postponed it, and then Melissa got a notification, and Taylor put it on Twitter saying that they're not postponing it, that they are canceling it. And that was like $1,700 worth of tickets gone. I mean, she refunded it. I don't want to make it out to be a bad thing. She refunded it.
That's sad, man. That's still very sad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really, really terrible, man. I see a couple of new names in here, man. Anise, and I think Alexandra's been in here once, but I just want to give her a shout out, and thank you all who are here tonight. By the way, I know it's a late night. We're still waiting on our guests to arrive, but we wanted to come on here and say, you know, thank you guys so much for the support. Thanks for sticking with us for 37 episodes. You know, it makes me want to say 37 years, but it's not, you know, anywhere near that. But it's just been a year. You know, I think we'll be hitting our 50th episode this year, man.
Yeah, I mean, all things considered, we definitely should, right? I mean, we weekly, so it's crazy to think about, bro. We'll hit 100 next year, and that'll be that.
Oh yeah,
right? Something like
man.
that. Not gonna matter.
Might hit 200. I mean, we might end up doing like 7 episodes a week.
Yeah, all I gotta do is quit my job and
Just
move into the basement
and make it happen, and you know, dig a hole in the ground, and because your wife's like, you're out.
Yeah, why don't you just move to Louisiana?
Yeah, there you go, man. All the crawfish you want here.
Yeah. Yeah, so we just wanted to hop on and say hi. I know it's past everybody's bedtime. It's definitely past my bedtime, but we were on waiting for the guests, so we figured we'd pop on and say hi to you guys.
And shout out to MD. We see, I I think it's a girl.
It's who you're thinking of. Yeah.
Okay. We see her all the time on Twitter and stuff. Like, shout out to her for always being the active one on Twitter. We really appreciate her being here with us tonight live. But guys, we have some cool stuff coming out, guys. We have some great fans, some great guests coming on. And we just wanted to say, we love you guys. We appreciate you guys so much. And it's been a real blast doing this, and we have a lot more in store.
Yes, we do. I'm super excited to second hit the guests that we have coming up in April. I still have the cassette tape. Oh, does that tell you? They're like, it could be thousands of different people.
Yeah, which one are we talking about? The
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, I know that. Oh, it's Fivey from Jerkata. Yeah. Wow. Okay, it is okay. For some reason, I was like, I wasn't reading Fivey. I was just reading the MD part.
Yeah. The first part, not the middle name.
Wow. Wow. Frickin' Frack show.
Frickin' Frack back with a brand new edition.
People were probably like, what do you, oh yeah, man, why did I just do that? I could have just done that.
Well, I hope all is well across the world, wherever you're watching from. I hope all is well in Jakarta. I hope all is well in Washington. Hope all is well in Cali, to our boy Alejandro, Lexington, Nebraska, all over the place. We love you guys. We appreciate everything. And this has been episode 37, Caleb.
Well, thank y'all so much for tuning in. And just remember, everybody, be safe. Let's get through this crazy time. And, we'll be seeing you guys eventually virtually, live, in person. That's the one thing that's keeping it all together, is the idea of seeing all of you eventually.
You bet. This is episode 37 of the Frickin' Frack Show, a podcast for the fans, by the fans. Here is Manscaped for the very last time. What up, y'all? It's that time again. It's your boys at the Frick and Frack Show. The Frickin' Frack Show is partially sponsored by Manscaped, the global leader in the total body men's grooming experience. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools and is now available in the U.S., Canada, the U.K., Australia, New Zealand, and the EU. We have an exclusive offer for our audience. When you use code Frick and Frack, you get 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com. Join the movement and the other 2 million men who already trust Manscaped. Frick and Frack are included in that. Frick and Frack fam, little bit of trivia. Did you know that one guy every hour, every day is diagnosed with testicular cancer? So this is a reminder, all the men listening, check yourself before you rickety wreck yourself. Get 20% off plus free shipping with code Frick and Frack at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping when you use code Frick and Frack at manscaped.com. Fellas, your significant other will thank you.
Yo, it's the Frickin' Frack Show, a podcast for the fans, by
This
the
is the
fans.
Frickin' Frack Show, a podcast for the fans, by the fans.
Frickin' Frack Show, a podcast for the fans, by the fans.
All right, guys, you're watching the Frickin' Frack Show podcast for the
For the fans, by the fans.
Love you.